Hi, this is Will Bowen with today's Jumpstart. Well, we made it. We are all the way up to the conclusion of 1 Corinthians 13. Now, if you recall, I selected this passage because it is the passage that is read the most at weddings. I think that if what's contained within this chapter were carried out in marriages, we'd have a whole lot less divorce. I know that would be true for me. For those of you who don't know, I'm twice divorced, very happily married now. But I made a lot of mistakes in the past, a lot. Most of them in this chapter. Pride, boasting, not forgiving, carrying a list of wrongs, etc. But we've made it. And the conclusion here is, and we know this one, for these three remain: faith, hope, and love. But the greatest of these is love. You know, faith is believing in something for which there's no evidence or proof that it's there or that it ever will be. That's faith. Hope, as we've talked about, is the idea of a wish coupled with a confident expectation of fulfillment. Those two of the three remain. But the bottom line is, and Paul says, the greatest of these is love. Love. Love, unconditional acceptance coupled with looking for the good. Imagine that if you went through your day looking at yourself with unconditional acceptance and only looking for the good. Then imagine if you projected that out to the people you know. And then more importantly, to the people you don't know. It's funny, studies have found that if you ask people, are politicians corrupt? Universally they say yes. However, if you ask them, is your politician corrupt? Most of them say no. This idea that we vilify the other until we get to know the other is not loving. But it's what we do as a people, as a culture, and around the world. So we begin by loving ourselves, giving ourselves unconditional acceptance and looking for the good. We accept ourselves for the way we are, and we're grateful for what we have. I remember when I was in my 20s, my older brother started losing his hair, and I thought, well, I'll never lose mine. And I was pretty sure about that fact. Yeah. But now, people say, would you like to have hair? Yeah, the answer is probably yes. If you look at what we consider to be handsome or attractive, guys usually have hair. But I have so many other things to be grateful for. I was born with a good smile, and I'm tall, and I've got green eyes, so enough about me. The same is true for you. What limitation have you been focusing on? Possibly something. And what instead could you focus on today about yourself to be grateful? What could you celebrate today? And then extending that out to other people. What could you be grateful about rather than focusing on them and being in a limited way and not doing this and not having that? What could you do there? And then, as I said, extending that I'm leaving that in. That, I tripped over some seaweed. Oh, see? Now, in the past, I wouldn't have been able to laugh at myself for that. I would have gone, doggone it, I gotta shoot the thing again. But I've got to live what I am teaching you. So, anyway, extending that same courtesy out to the rest of the world. Faith, hope, and love, but the greatest of these is love. Thanks so much for being with me in this series. And tomorrow, we're going to look at If by Rudyard Kipling. See you then. Bye-bye. Enjoy today. Bye-bye. Is there seaweed around here?